want to introduce you guys to something a little new. This is more on a deeper level. This will call out and reach out to people who are very in tune with nature and Mother Gaia. And it is called the Portals of Presence. Now they are huge, okay? There's my hand. They are gigantic. They're, for me, I don't shuffle them. I just mix them up a little bit because I don't know how you could even shuffle these. But it is supposed to call in something a little deeper. And with my experience with using them in the past, it has worked quite well for me. We're going to throw this one because that's the one that's sticking out. This one was at the bottom of the deck. And I thought to myself, I stopped and I thought, let's see if he wants to come out. Definitely seems as if it's a male to me. There is fire representation. This may be for someone who has fire element. Mountains, jagged edges. Let's see what he says. And that one flew to that card. Ooh. Let's see. Dogs are barking at everything. Joy. Okay. I'll show you in a minute. You are very, 10 of Cups. That sticks out. 6 of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. So, Temperance. Devils. 10 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. You are a force that is not to be reckoned with. And when I say that, it's not in a sense of a threat. It's not in a sense of people need to fear you in any way. However, you stand true in every breath you take, every word you say, and it causes a lot of people with the Devil's card to take it personally. And this used to be something that affected you in your teens. You used to not understand why people don't approach you. Why do people not communicate with you? Well, this is why. That's intimidating. But you have so much to offer. So much. No matter what is going on with you, you're more than willing to continue to give, to fill others' cups. Always. You always do. And then you got the Six of Cups. The reflection. Sometimes you question yourself, why do I do this? Why do I keep putting into more and more people's cups? Why can't they see what I see in myself? Why don't they see the generosity, the genuineness that I bring to the table? The reflection that you see is not the reflection that others are going to always see. But you're at a point now where you're okay with that. You're okay with that. And that's where this guy comes in. These are the mountains, right? There's the flame, the fire, the jagged edges that are here, okay? This is representing your inner soul. The mountains do not move unless an earthquake shakes it, right? I don't know why that came to me, but that's what just came to me. And even when the quake hits, the mountain still stands. And that is you. That flame, that fire that you always continue to have is that direct connection that you have with yourself and with nature. And believe it or not, your connection with nature is one of your powers. And when I say powers, is what I mean is you can smell the air and sense when a storm is coming. You're just very grounded with nature. You feed birds. You don't kill other animals unless necessary. And that's where the Seven of Pentacles comes in. You know all your options and opportunities, but you play equal ground. You treat nature the way you treat yourself when it comes to self-care. It's the same thing. And for many, that's hard for them to comprehend. And it comes off very intimidating that you have that form of connection. There's a light to you that can disturb other people because they're not as bright as that. And I don't mean bright mentally, I mean the bright light, the aura that they give off. That is why this is great the way it's falling, because even though you have people that try to test this and try to bring you down, you always know that you sit with the Ten of Cups. You have the options and the opportunities to be able to sit back and allow people to feel what they feel, think what they think, say what they say, and just still do your thing. That is amazing. That is awesome. At the bottom of the deck, let me cover her lumps. The World. You look at everything as if we are all connected. All of us. And when I say all of us, I mean down to the ants, to the birds in the sky, to the cattle, to the dogs, to the cats, to everything is connected, including you. And that, the fact that you have come to that realization of this, and if you haven't, you're about to right now, gives you that fire element of energy. At the bottom, look, the Hierophant. Your connection with nature is part of your self-care. That is something that you hold deeply. You're very, very, very connected with, you're that person that animals flock to you, that babies laugh and smile at you, and you don't have to be doing anything. You could be standing in line and there's a person in front of you holding a baby and the baby's looking in your direction and just smiling. It's because of the light that you give off. And babies don't know judgment. So the first thing they do is smile. Now adults, on the other hand, because they become corrupted with stupid thoughts, I'm just going to say it that way, judgment comes in. You've always had this light, but you never thought it could be possible to be in that grasp, in that concept of it. Now this right here, again, reminds you of you having the tools within you and all around you. If you notice, if something is going to happen, and it could be worldwide, an earthquake, a tornado, really, really bad weather somewhere. It could be far, far away from you, but for some reason, you feel something unsteady in your gut. That is your connection with nature. That is your intuition, very highly balanced with the vibrations that are around you. Ooh. And you've been learning how to read those vibrations. And if you haven't, you should start, because you'll surprise yourself at how many times you're going to be right. Oh my God, the star. Wow. Wow. I knew something like this was brewing today. I felt it all day today. The star. The fact that you have that fire energy, that fire element, the star is showing you that all those things when you were a kid that affected you in a negative way because you weren't understanding these powers, these feelings, these intuitive thoughts, it was scary. But now that you're growing into an adult, now you're starting to see the resonance. Is that the word I'm looking for? How it's coinciding. You're like, wait, that wasn't meant to be scary. That was meant to show me my connection. You are so highly connected with spirit, yourself, and nature that it's a full circle. It's a full circle. And if you look at his eyes, I take that as a dragonfly. That's what I'm seeing, a dragonfly. So dragonflies could be significant for you if this is calling to you or reaching out to you. And the moon, if you look at it from the side, the moon, you are the light, that aura that you have. If you've been questioning yourself, you don't need to anymore. That's what I'm being told. You don't need to anymore. Go with it, follow it, If you feel instinctively to do something, even just little things that you do around your yard, things that you do every day, start to notice the little quirks that people would call it that you're doing on a daily basis. There's going to be a reason for that. There's going to be an underlying reason why you take the time and the moment out of your day to do these things. And to you, it just comes, you know, natural. Well, I'm just feeding the birds today. But pay attention to what birds show up when you feed them. Pay attention to how you feel when these birds make the noises that they make. The Three of Wands. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The Empress. Lordy. It is without a doubt that you have a deep connection, not only with yourself, not only with spirit, but also with nature in general. Even down to flowers that grow on the side of the road. They catch your attention. Pay attention to the color of that flower. Look it up. See what it represents. Because if you're looking for answers to certain questions you've been asking, Spirit, that's how you're going to get your answers. And you're open to this. So it's not going to be hard for you to do this. And it's funny that birds came to me and I picked up the crow deck. I didn't know that in the moment. I just went with it. But look at how it's portrayed in this picture, in this card. Your companions. Tower moment. You know why? Because this is the end of a cycle of you questioning your intuition. That is what this is representing. You are not going to question it anymore. King of Cups. You're going to trust your intuition. You're going to use the tools that are right in front of you, that you also do yourself, that you didn't even realize were tools. That Tower moment is a cycle completed. That's what it is. Ooh. My fingers were weird for a second there. You know, also, if you flip this upside down, it's also fire looking as well. Anything else, Spirit? Where am I at? Oh, that was me dropping them. Sorry. And that one will not let me put it down. Four of Cups and the Eight of Wands. You sit with your cup, not even realizing that you have three others. You're going to realize it now. It's going to come to you now. The Eight of Wands. You are perched and you are ready to fly. This cycle completing for you, bringing this Tower moment of this new vision of yourself and how you are connected to things, you're going to start seeing it. You are. You're going to start seeing it. And it's only going to help you more and more and more, even down to your own personal life. You're going to feel intuitively about certain things, and that's when you're going to know whether to say yes or no, or whether to go with it or not go with it. It's going to help you with that. Sheesh. That one wanted to come out. Saw that twice. The Five of Cups. Now remember, the light that you shine, the wings that you have just recently grown. It's going to stir some pots. Because now you know this. You know that you are this. You own this. It will stir some pots, but you're not going to get veered off your path. You are being guided. That is the Chariot. The Knight of Swords. People are going to test you because of this new intuitive connection that you have. And these tests are going to be to prove to you that you can use your intuition. And that's a good thing, because the more that you get put in scenarios where you have to question something, that you have to rely on your intuition, you have to rely on Spirit and Mother Nature to kind of help send the message to you so that you know which way to go or what to do about the situation, that's going to help you with that. The Two of Pentacles. You're going to be able to bounce between your intuition, your connection with nature, and your connection with Spirit, to ball it up into one for your own connection and be able to process things that happen in your life so much easier, so much just freer. The whole wing thing, wings are resonating with this message. Wings, feathers. The wings have been exposed now. You are going to fly. Not literally, but you've been walking. You ain't walking no more. Now you just... Ooh. Through life. Through decisions, through things that happen. You've been wanting this. And you have it. That's the funny thing. You already have this. But don't realize it. Until now. You're welcome. The Seven of Cups. You have the help. You have the assistance. It's not only you, but it is all that you speak to, all that you give yourself to. It's all tools for you to use. And there you are again. With your head up, shoulders back. Work on that. Posture is good. I have to do it myself. I'm always slouched over. It's not good. Not good. It also helps your mood. Once you get over the pain in your back, when you're not used to sitting up straight. But you deserve that. Sit up straight. Put your head up. That's the energy you give. And that's how you give yourself to everything else as well. I believe this is calling the Three of Cups. The unity that you are going to build for yourself by fully connecting to these tools that you have, that you've always had, just never knew it. It's going to help you. Once you finally realize it, though, it's going to be a mental hit on you for a little bit. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed or a little sluggish after this starts to happen, it's because you're changing. It's because you're adapting. And that's why the Four of Swords is coming out. You're gonna need a little bit of rest. Every time we grow, every time we heal, it's not just beautiful sunshine. It's also a little bit of pain. You're going to start to intuitively pick up on other people's energies and realize that they're not as good as you thought they were. So the reality of truth that you're going to be witnessing in people and situations may wind up affecting your energy a little bit. When it does, rest and renew. Rest and renew. That's all you got to do. Just continue to make sure that you rest and renew after certain situations. This is something that's helping you. It's not hurting you or harming you in any way. I've seen this card twice now. The Eight of Cups. You do not have to worry about questioning yourself anymore. Now, like I said, it's going to bring a new light to the way that you see people, the way you see even close ones, people that you love. You're going to start to notice certain things that are said in conversation or facial expressions when certain people say something or when you're saying something. You're going to catch on to this. This is being drawn to you because you found and the wings are representing freedom. The freedom to be able to fully be who you are and to be able to approach your life in a way that, not that you're going to totally foresee the future, but you're going to have an inkling of, okay, I don't feel good about this, let's hold off. Or, that's a great idea, let's roll with it. Before this, you were kind of all over the place. You were kind of like, I don't know, I'm really not sure. Or not thinking of it at all and just doing it, and then something would happen or something was said and you're like, oh my God, why didn't I catch on to that? That's not going to happen anymore. You've asked for this. You wanted a deeper connection. You wanted deeper meaning within your intuition. It's happening. It's happening. You're getting it. And again, the tools are exactly everything that's around you and all that you provide for yourself. You don't need nobody and nothing to help you do this. Nothing. This is amazing. Let the Tower moment happen, because all it's doing is letting your wings come out. And that feeling of freedom is something that you have been searching for a very, very long time. Enjoy it. Peace. Love you.